Welcome to Science and World. Hello friends, hope you all are fine. The topic of our today discussion is anatomy of scapula. We will discuss what is scapula, its structures, its shape, its anatomy. This is scapula. This is a scapula bone, which is also called the shoulder bone. It is also called the shoulder blade. We all know that this is a triangular shape and a flat bone, which is present on the posterior chest wall between the second and seventh ribs. It articulates with the acromial extremity of the clavicle and the head of the humerus. Head of the humerus articulates in the in this fossa, this fossa, this fossa, glenoid fossa. There are three major defining features of the scapula. There are three borders, three angles, two surfaces, and three large bony processes. This is the interior surface, and this is the posterior surface. On the posterior side, it is divided into two parts. Now, important structures to look out for in the scapula are the superior angle, grommean, carotid process, glenoid cavity, infraglenoid tubercle, posterior surface, inferior surface, inferior angle, spinal scapula, infraspinous fossa, supraspinous fossa, inferior angle, medial border, scapular notch, and interior surface. We will discuss all these parts separately. This is the interior view of the scapula, this is the lateral view of the scapula, this is the posterior view. Now, we will discuss the superior border. This is the superior border. It is the short, thin superior edge of the scapula. A notch, which is called the scapular notch, is located on the lateral aspect of the superior border. This is the lateral aspect, this is the medial side, and this is the lateral side. This is lateral border, this is medial border, and scapular notch, which is present on the lateral aspect of the superior border, near the base of the coracoid process. This is the coracoid process, and this is the base of the coracoid process with scapular notches present. The superior transverse scapular ligament bridges the notch. This notch, the superior transverse scapular ligament bridges the notch. Normally, the suprascapular artery passes superior to this ligament. Superior to this ligament. This is the acromion process, which articulates with the acromial process of the clavicle. This is the glenoid cavity, where the head of the humerus came to attach. This is the neck of the coracoid process. This is lateral border, this is medial border. This is the inferior angle, this is the superior angle. Now in the lateral edge you will see this is the lateral border, this is the glenoid cavity, it's clearly seen here. This is the spine of scapula, which is present on the posterior side of the bone. This is the acromion process, coracoid process. This is the supraspinous fossa and this is the infraspinous fossa. I already discussed, told you that on the posterior side there are two fossa, two parts. Infraspinous fossa, this is the supraspinous fossa. This is the superior border, this is the inferior border, this is the lateral border, glenoid cavity, acromion process, coracoid process, this is the medial border. This whole is called the body of the scapula. Bone, scapula. It is a flat bone, triangular shaped bone. And what are the parts which is present on the interior side, lateral edge, and posterior side? So, The spinal scapula, which is not present on the anterior side, it is only present on the posterior side. Scapular notch, which is seen on the anterior side, not seen on the posterior side. The glenoid cavity, which is seen in both. The common process is also seen in anterior and posterior view both. Here you label the bone. Okay. This is the medial border. This is the lateral border. This is the glenoid cavity. This is scapular notch. This is the superior border. This is the crooked process, acromion process, inferior border. This is the medial border, the lateral border, spinoscapula, infraspinous fossa, supraspinous fossa, superior border, glenoid cavity, acromion process, and coracoid process. This is scapular notch. Hope you all understand about the anatomy of the scapula. We will, we will discuss about other bones in the next lecture.